Hey, what's up, guys? It's Navarro. It's June 15th, 2020. It's a Monday, and I hope everybody had a great start to the week. I sure did. It was awesome. I took profits pre-market on BIOC, and I held VBIV full position. I knew that was going to be a runner. I've been talking about it for a while. BIOC as well. BIOC, I took 75% off pre-market at 0.6999. That was my limit price order. I trade on TD Ameritrade, so I have access full hours of the trading day on it. So if you have Robinhood and you had to wait for market open, I don't know where it was at market open. I got to the golf course and I told you BIOC, BBIV on the move. I sold everything else. I wasn't going to be able to watch and wait because I was going to be busy with my daughters on the tournament. They did great, by the way, first and second place. So, you know what? It was just an awesome day, guys. Trading and my daughters placing in their tournaments on the STPGA tour. So I mean, what else could I ask for? It was great. Let's get right to it, guys. BIOC. I called it out on Friday because of this big green day with a big increase in volume. I told you volume was decreasing. Then with this big push up here, volume was starting to increase, and I felt it had something to offer. It did. It offered a pretty big move. If you were, I got in at, or got out 75% of my position at 23%. I did hold 25% for the day. Then I added at the end of the day. Unfortunately, it's trickling back down after market. But since I only got in half a position, again, I'm not gonna give back all my profits, so I'm good. I think this one still has something to offer. What I'm looking for, if tomorrow does not continue its trend up, I believe it's gonna do that little curling action. If it holds over the 0.60 level and starts curling back up, I got an alert set here, so it's still good to go. And right now I put an alert at 0.65. It's not there. After market, it's 0.67, 0.68. That's the bid. That's the ask. It all depends how it opens up tomorrow. And again, I already took some profits on this one, so I just put back just a little bit more just for in case it continues to go up. That's BIOC. Let's go to the next one, BBIV. And this one again, guys, my favorite kind of pattern. Let me zoom out. This is a 1 year, 1 day. Every candle is 1 day. And I like the push up. Then I like the push down. And as you can see, I drew here that little wedge pattern. So you got the big push up. It broke over two over this rate line that I like here, a whole dollar inflection point. So it pushed up. It held support over two. You see the trend coming down and then the break over that trend with this big green candle on big volume, guys. Now, I'm still holding a full position on this one. Why? Because this is my favorite type of pattern. This is where you want to be for a push and the break over the high of the 52-week high, which is 288. If it breaks over three, guys, there's nothing in this chart telling us where to stop or how to scale out or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you a secret. The secret is the rules. The rules is 5 to 10% or anything above that. Start locking in profits. If you want to test the market and see how much further it's going to run, do it with 25% of your position in the stock, but lock in some profits, guys. Lock in some profits. Again, I cannot stress that enough. Do not be greedy. Do not be greedy at all. Lock in profits. If it's 5 to 10%, if it's 20%, with more reason, you should be locking in some profits, guys. Again, you want to test the market, leave some shares just right in there, get that extra little bit of money, make it a home run trade. But that's the way you make a home run trade, by scaling out of your position. And the way you want to scale out, it's up to you. You can scale out by selling 50% and then selling the other 25 and then the other 25 as it goes higher. It's up to you. But that's just one of the ideas that I have. So again, this one closed strong and hopefully a big push up over four. For this one, you got to go to the 3 year, 1 week chart to determine the high or the pattern, some resistance levels. This one is a $5 level. Again, I'm not saying it's going to get there. I'm not saying it's not. But again, I trade conservatively. So on its way up there, if it's 20, 30, 40, 50%, I'm locking in profits, guys. And if it continues going without me, I don't care. excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't care. Let it go. Let it go without me. If it sets up for another position, then I'll be right back in it. So if you're worried about resistance levels, where to get out and stuff like that, I'm telling you right now, all you need to do is if you enter a trade and you're up 5 to 10%, lock in profits. You will never go wrong with doing that. All right. So that's VBIV. Let's go on to one of today's callouts. Now I'm gonna go back to the daily here, the 1 year 1 day, because I want you to see this pattern. Okay. So it got a big push, then it got this little push up, curl back down, and then boom, big push up. Favorite kind of pattern. Now today's callout CLSN. Well, guess what? Big push, curled, 2 day, and this 2 days, just like BBIV, is probably the market selling off on Thursday and Friday, and then look at this big push. There's no way we're gonna stay away from this one. Again, I only had 10 seconds to scan the market, and as soon as I saw this pattern, I saw the volume down here. It took me, I promise you, it took me less than 30 seconds to recognize this pattern and to take a position on it and then call it out, guys. I mean, I only had 10 minutes. It was within 10 minutes before market close that I was doing all of this. So yeah, I took a position before I called it out. I just had to. Again, I'm here to grow my account, help you grow yours. But again, I'm doing this to help you out. So I just had to be on it and before market close to make sure that it happened. Now, I know you're saying, well, you're only taking care of yourself. No, I'm not. Okay, but again, if I called it out in the last 5 minutes, it was not a big difference, guys. If you entered before market close, you would still be up about 2 to 3%. And again, we're expecting a bigger move in the following days to come throughout the week, or maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so that's just the way it goes. And that was CLSN. The other call out was NOVN. Now, why was this one a good call out? Well, because it had this big sell off. It's oversold, and whoa, what happened there? And as you can see, it's starting to do this little curling action back up. And today, the relative volume was super high. Relative meaning if you compare the rest of the trading days in recent history, this is the biggest volume day relative to the rest of the trading session. So you had to take a position in this. I mean, regardless of where you stand, look at the close. It closed way up here, right? So we had to take a position on it. If you took a position, like I told you, it went all the way up to 82, 83. That's for about over 20% gain. And you should have, if you had a day trade, you don't even need to ask me what is resistance, because you shouldn't care about resistance. You should care about locking in profits, guys. You should care about locking in profits. So let me take you to the daily chart, the 1 minute, 1 day, 3 minute chart. So this is the only action I got to see. Again, I only got to see the last 10 minutes of trading action before market close. And I saw this big action. I saw the volume on the daily. I said, we have to trade this one because it has over 100 million shares and the closing price is going to be awesome. So we probably got in the last 5 minutes as well, 66, 67, 68, somewhere around there. And right now at market close, you should have, if you had day trades, you should have taken profits. It closed around 81. That's the last traded price. So I'm hoping it continues tomorrow. If it doesn't, and hopefully it stays above 0.75, we'll still have about 10% profits. Again, 5 to 10%. It's an awesome trade, guys. That is an awesome trade. So make sure tomorrow, if it continues or stays around this level, lock in profits. Again, you can scale out or do something, but lock in profits, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Let's continue on to the next ones. These are on watch for the rest of the week. And of course, the previous video call out, or not call outs, but watch list is still on watch. We're just waiting for them to set up. Now, this one is a similar kind of pattern, sold off with the market and it's coming back up. Then it made this pullback and now it's trading back up. Look at this big price action, almost engulfing all this action here with an increase in volume. right? So that's the only reason I did not call this one out, and I called CLSN out. There's just one difference, guys. Look, I'm gonna go to this candle. I want you to look at the volume down here. Okay, so if I go right there, it's 1.2 million, right? On today's trading day, 1.2 million shares traded on HCHC. The pattern is awesome. Believe me, I love it. I love the pull. I love the push up and then the pull back and that curling action with a good action candle today. But if you go to CLSN, why did I call this one out? Relative volume. Look at the volume down here again. 4.8 million, close to 5 million, guys. So it was a no brainer. Now, what was the difference also? This one set up a new high, a new 52-week high. So to me, this was a better setup than this one because this one still has overhead resistance at this levels here. So if you do enter tomorrow and you want to trade it, you're looking to trade some profits here at the $4 level. That's about 5%, and hopefully let some ride to the 425 for another 5%. That would be how I would trade this one. Maybe set yourself up before four, or if it breaks four, comes back. As long as you have 5 to 10% profits, however you want to trade, that's up to you. This is my idea. It does not mean it's gonna work, but that's why it's on watch because it's one of my favorite patterns. Um, One from Friday's callouts, KIRK. It's still on watch, and I'm gonna explain to you why I set this resistance level at 175. Remember, I like half dollars, whole dollars, and stuff like that as resistance and support levels. So let's zoom in. This was today's trading day. This was yesterday. I called it out because it came back up with a big candle, big price action, and I told you that I liked that it broke over 150 and that it tested that 175 level. Now it came back down, and look, it kind of showed support right here at the 150, right? Or it actually did show support. And if you look at the last trading days, this was the close on Thursday. Remember, Thursday was a sell off on the overall market. Then this was Friday, so a higher close, and then look today, it closed even higher and closer to the 170, 175 level, which closed at 170. So there is no reason not to have this one on watch for the break over 175. If you see the chart, there's clear skies ahead, guys, over 175. Room 2-3. You gotta go to the 3 year 1 week and look. I mean, there's just a lot of space here, but again, I trade conservatively, and the 250 level seems to be another one. It just, it's not gonna. I'm not saying it's gonna get there. I'm not saying it's not, but 5 to 10% is golden. We get anything more, it's a bonus. So again, that's why it's still on watch. KIRK. Next one, TTOO, similar to KIRK. Same thing, guys. Sorry about that. Let me type it in again. TTOO. Had this kind of hammer looking candle, came back down, tested the 150 level again, half dollar inflection point, and it didn't break down, guys. So now we're trying to look for that curling action. I have my alert set here. I will position myself if it comes and tests the two level. I'll position myself with a starting position before two, and then probably scale back in. Get more shares in as it starts to test the two level and breaks over it. And if it confirms two as support, then I'll be adding more to a full position. That's the way I will trade this one, and that is my trade idea. Now, where does it have room to? Over two. If you can check up here, it's the half dollar inflection point of 250, right? Again, I like trading like that. And then you see this topping out here, triple top at $3. So again, I would start taking profits at 225, at 250. I'm not saying it's gonna get to three, but it's got room to get to three. So TTOO still on watch, and it's still in play, guys. Next one, COCP. I'll try to do this one as quickly as possible. Sorry for the rush, but I only get 20 minutes to record a video, and right now I got 5 minutes left. So this one pushed over the $1.25 level. yesterday, or not yesterday, I'm sorry, on Friday, right? And then today it put up, it traded lower, it kept down and like closed 4% lower. But why is it still on watch? Because it held support right at the 125 level, guys. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for this one to do, I remember I like that curling action. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It might take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days. I don't know. But I got alerts it here. I'm going to set another one. If it starts curling back up, again, I like that curling action for confirmation and for room all the way up to the $2 level, right? So if we end up trading at the break of this rejection, even at 160, we'll get a good to the 180, a good 12%. If it works out and goes all the way up to 220, 24, 25%, guys. So that's COCP again, but this is on watch and it's got to confirm that that curling action up. It had a little less volume today, so it's got to confirm with good price action on the way up and good volume. COCP. And the last one for today, there's more, but I don't want to make this video too long. I'll make another video. And this one, why is it on watch? Well, it's very important, and I'm gonna kind of go over what I feel. This one was on the watch list on Friday. It traded lower today, but again, if you look at the volume, it's decreasing volume. And like I told you, we traded the gap here for over 100% return. If you can go check out the video, if you don't believe me, it's right there. It bounced at the 75 level there. It bounced at the 75 level here. That's a double bottom. And this one didn't quite get there, but it didn't go below, and it's trading on lower volume, right? Now, what I'm looking for this one is you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive red days, and it hasn't broken down completely. Now, I'm not saying for you to buy it already because I don't know what's going to happen. I like to trade with confirmation. So what I want to see is I want to see it come test this 0.90 level and then eventually break the one level for confirmation of a continuation higher, right? So for now, it's on watch because if it starts making, the volume is dying and buyers come in and this shorts that came in on this levels here that are trying to short it and knock it down, they might get squeezed up. They have to start to buy to cover. So that's the reason this is on watch, because I feel that there's too many shorts on it and that it might create a short squeeze and then a continuation even higher, guys. So you got to keep the ISL on watch for that simple reason. And it's going to be on watch. If it breaks below the 0.75 level, then you know what? We'll forget about it until it comes and makes another move. But for now, that is my idea on this. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and share. And again, guys, I'm going to go over the rules really quick. Rules 5 to 10% on every trade. That's our goal. Every trade we enter, we want 5 to 10%. Okay, anything else is extra. Do not be greedy. Take profits when you have them. If the trade fails, if we're down 3 to 5%, let it go. Cut your losses. We can always come back in. Never back hold. Never think a stock is gonna come back up. You never know if it will. That's why I'm telling you, cut your losses. Okay, do not be greedy. If you're the kind of trader that struggles to sell it when it's going on the way up because you want more, but then it starts coming back down and you start selling on the way down because you don't want to lose anymore, then that's what's gonna get you into trouble. You need to start taking profits when the stock is going on the way up. When it's going on the way up, take profits because you don't want to give back some of your profits and let it come back down and then you're trading lower. So don't do that, guys. Please follow the rules. Again, it's your money. I am just telling you, I'm trying to help you out. This is what's been working for me. This rules help me with risk management. Every time I enter a trade, I'm always worried about how much I'm going to lose and not how much I'm going to make. So that's what's helped me grow my account when I started changing my mindset as far as, okay, I know I've lost money because I've been getting greedy. I know I've traded 40, 50% moves. So I want the same kind of move every time. It's not going to happen every time. Our goal is 5 to 10%, and that is it, guys. Stick to it. You'll be more successful like that. That is it, guys, for me. We'll catch you on the next one.